Okay, I want to start off this episode by having a talk to Nora. Now that we've done all that stuff from before with her quest, well, not saving her, getting rid of the people she hates, the third committee who'd also wronged us a fair bit. Let's have a talk with Nora. Yep, us again. We're gonna listen. The ladies of Bloody Alice. Okay, they're attached to the third committee, yep. Oh yeah, that sounds unpleasant, but, you know, dirty work pays, I suppose. Well, you don't exactly act ladylike all the time. Oh. Ah. Oh, that's why you're always after money. No. About losing my goldfish or some shit. Oh, I love Nora, she's awesome. And we get her parameter bonus. I don't actually know whether that's much or not. It generally isn't much in terms of like HP or not HP, attack or any of that stuff. But you know, is she still equipped with her? Yeah, she's still equipped with her shite weapon. I gotta get characters with a lot better weapons. Like, once I can get some of the characters that, like, I know, like some of these characters have Remnant weapons. Like, there's a Remnant weapon for Parda that you could give to Pagus or Maddox, either one of them. There's one for Seabull. There's not one for any of them. I mean, Gal's got his Remnant weapon on him. I mean, in terms of characters who don't have Remnants, that won't have Remnants that are in the party, that's Kadamon, Paris, and Gabriel. Oh, and Alan. But, you know, I like those characters. Actually, like, down here, like, I like Bolson, but, yeah. We've got Loki, Leshu, who I couldn't care less about. Ro, Darian, who, despite how awesome he is, just doesn't have the potential of a Remnant. Roberto, who could have been a Remnant user, and Kate. Yeah, a lot of characters that I never use. Sadly, there's not enough spots. Anyway, let's go to Draken Forest and get on with stuff. In here are some homunculus that to start off with. I did a little bit of fighting against them to get some materials before, but I was like, can I actually come in here? And I'm like, okay, how far can I come in before something happens? And it's this far before this happens, and some things have changed. This area has extended, so Mandragora, well, I'm pretty sure I might have to kill those for a quest and all. It's not a big concern right now. Anyway, let's go on up here. This wasn't here before, it was a dead end before. You have this bridge that leads somewhere. To Mandragoras. I just realized that I'm just walking past Mandragoras, potentially my death. And we get a bench stuff.
Later.
That's not exactly the best reward for running past death, but hey. Once this area opens up, you can get some quite good harvests in the following areas. And there's a big door up here, mossy door. And by magic, it opens, but not magic that was mentioned in that quest a little while ago. No, that I think only one person can use that magic. And his name is Wagram. Wanderer's Ruins. I like this part of Dragon Forest because it's like got this unearthed. It's the same place, just now it's got this unearthly glow to it. And here's a felling point. I want to have a go at this.
Come on out.
Hmm?
And you might see some of
right.
Mr. Diggs
Awesome.
better I'm forgetting what it's actually called. Digging
Okay,
or
later.
harvesting. Yeah, so some nice stuff here. Fruit of knowledge, earth seed, ancient vine. We've got a few of those, but not a lot.
Hmm?
We'll see if we can just grab
All right.
like, I'll say that's about all for now. Because there's some other stuff that we want to harvest as well. If I recall correctly, there might also be a morsel. Or we might have gotten that already. But this place is pretty cool. I can't remember which way. I think it's the other way that we're supposed to go. Gongos. Is it? Yeah, it is. This way just leads to a treasure chest, which may or may not have the map in it. So I got no idea. It's got Riptide. Ooh,
Come on
and
out!
here's a digging point. So what sort of materials can we dig? Divine metal, which
Okay,
we've been
later.
getting already in the 6th path, which
Hmm?
I didn't think would open up to us this early. I thought we had to do something else. Dragon scales? Those sound quite nice. Speaking of dragons that I have to kill, I have to find actual dragons and kill them for a certain component. Because they drop normal dragons, there's not any upper tier dragons. We need the dragon liver and something else, yeah. But we do need the dragon liver. Oh,
Come on out.
and here I am trying to make sure that I actually
Okay, later.
save harvests, digs for stuff, such as that. We could go up, but I want to check out here because there's a treasure chest. Not that I knew that, but there's the map. Okay. So, we've checked all of that out. Now we just gotta go search around here and go up. Now that I have a good idea of what the layout of the area is like, it's a lot easier for me to check around and figure out where stuff is. There's the teleporter out if you want to get out quickly. There's an Encheedamoth, so may have to kill some of those. Off screen, of course, if I'm going to do it, because waste of time to kill them on screen. Oh, and this digging point.
Come on out.
I believe this has
Okay, later.
some nice ores. I'll give one more go. Because I can get crimson ore elsewhere. And really? I don't need to be... Okay, I'm gonna actually draw these Encheedamoths with me, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, just finishing up that fight, but I think this is funny. Overkill much? Omni Strike, Ex Machina, Combat Arts, 100 Flowers, and they'll be the ones to kill them. Because they're already pretty much dead, so... But we had so much attack set up. Sadly,
Sweet!
that battle consisted
Little
of
by little,
like
I'm becoming stronger.
There's still plenty
well,
of power left in
8,
these old
yeah.
bones.
Excellent.
8.
I must
There were
surpass
8
my mother.
greater Enchitomoths and
I
only
got
3
a little
Enchitomoths,
stronger.
so we made next to no progress on the.
I have received my heart's desire.
Although Gabriel made some progress on his weapons. Not his weapons, his shield. I might need an area on Sector Wings, I cannot remember. Let me actually check something very quickly. It should be. Where is that book? No, bad book thingy, my bobby. Give me a sec. Okay, so it was winged insectomeat. I'll just assemble one of each, and no, there's no winged insectomeat in them, so I'll just keep the captures. Anyway, that's going to be all of that for now. We're gonna save here. I could leave and get some new arts and stuff, but we'll save that for after we do this. Here's a felling point where we can get some interesting components, I believe. Tanned Colossus hide? I wasn't expecting that. Is that on my list anywhere? Got Tanned Archfiend hide. No. Oh well.
Okay, later.
Interesting place to get Tanned Colossus hide, though.
Hmm?
And what else can we get? Earth seeds. I believe you can get a certain thing here.
Hmm?
Although I might be confusing this with something else. Like, I might be confusing this with something on the third path. Well, that's the last of that. Oh, we've made monsters aggressive. I'm not gonna bother trying to fight the Enchitomoths. We're just gonna go on, and if they continue chasing us through areas, I'll be annoyed. But I'll deal with it.
I tire of your meddling.
You bastard! What did you do to my sister?
I gave her a more appropriate form. Now you have no choice but to awaken.
Well, ain't that just fun? Defeat the enemy. Anima. They're like Harpilia, just worse. Okay, so we're gonna start by spreading out the load of this battle a bit. We don't want everyone fighting the same people, but we don't want too little on any one. We want to focus on at least taking one down, so we're gonna focus on taking that guy down.
We shall stop them here! Have at!
Ow!
Okay, that's kind of creepy. Switch followed by Bewitch. Oh, they could go. They're dead. They're dead. Oh, Enthrall. Oh, I hate the Enthrall status. Why can't enemies just punch us? I can deal with punching. I can even deal with wildfire. It might hurt, but it's just a spell.
Strike at their flank!
But hey, at least they have flanks.
How can this be?
However, we're gonna have to kill Dave's Union.
Because they're now turned against us. If anyone can take Switch, it's these two. Yeah. As far as taking moves, those two are probably our strongest for taking a hit. That union's almost
flat in one shot.
We're gonna go for cure him even if it kills him, because the sooner we deal with that, the better. Enthralled means that they will attack your units. They are now effectively fighting as enemies. Except you can just take them out one light tap with a love tap. Everyone else, on the other hand, will be lowering their morale and they'll be actually trying to occupy those guys. Yeah, this will probably kill them, but they served as a distraction nonetheless.
Be more careful from now on.
These guys can heal while bringing back the other guys.
Thank you.
Oh,
Watch yourself this time, okay?
Cure something else. No, I can just heal you. I forgot. Interference. These guys are almost dead, and yep, that union of anima is dead. It's kind of creepy how they sometimes have voice clips that sound vaguely like Arena. Just
How can this be?
a
God,
thought.
what do you think you're doing?
Ugh. That did not look fun. So how are we actually doing? Oh. These guys can bring someone back. Let's go after these guys, since the other ones probably don't stand a chance. No, it's this guy that doesn't stand a chance. So, keep them busy. 100 flowers on them. And lower their morale. This isn't exactly a tough fight, because, you know, we've done
A
lots of
strong
tough
one, huh?
fights
Watch
and
these.
side quests and stuff, that sort of things, where you'll see the real tough fights. But Bewitch is, when it works like that, is just terribly annoying. And Blackout 3, which is, needless to say, incredibly powerful. Ah, no need for the 100 flowers. Oh well.
Sweet!
Wasn't a tough fight at all.
Little by
since I have a
little,
magic cannon
I'm
of
becoming
superpowers.
stronger.
I feel stronger than before!
I'm so glad that I have that. And we've got a few parts that are... These are all good for upgrading stuff. Although they're not going to upgrade anything right now.
Arena! Arena!
Oops. I guess that didn't work out.
You idiot. You know how scared I was?
You promised you'd come. And you did. You came.
She's fine. She's only sleeping. What was she trying to accomplish in coming here? Let's return to Athlum for now. Your parents must be worried as well. Rush.
Arena's fine. She's out like a light. She has no idea what we went through.
That's great news.
Lord David,
Yes, I realize we must come to a decision regarding future actions.
You mustn't, sir!
Lord Kubine!
Well, well. You're looking grave as always.
To what do I owe this honor?
I'll make this quick. I need someone to pay a visit to the God Emperor. I've appointed you, David.
The God Emperor? But why?
The Conqueror's powers were bestowed by the God Emperor himself. It is your task to go and ask His Highness everything he knows.
That is a great responsibility. A man of my meager stature should not even be in the same room as the God Emperor.
So you're saying the acting chairman of the Congress is not allowed an audience with His Highness?
What is this? I've been chosen as acting chairman?
It was something the ever-withering Gore and I decided. Of course this arrangement is only until he recovers. But not to worry. This is purely based on your accomplishments. There are no strings attached.
I see.
Now that you're up to date, I want you to leave immediately. Oh, David, there's just one more thing. Hereafter, you do not need my authorization for anything, including the use of the gay bulg. I'll leave matters in your hands.
Are you saying...
A little slow today, are we? I'm saying Athlum is now an independent state, no longer under the reign of Selipole.
Not David!
Young master!
Way to go, Dave!
Lord Kuban, I can't thank you enough.
David, Lord David of Athlum, know this. Making your own decisions is hardly an easy task.
I thank you for your concern. However, I will not have to do this alone. I am surrounded by people I can count on. People I trust. All right then. Underwalt awaits. Make preparations immediately.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. David.
You're up. How do you feel?
I'm great. I'm totally fine. I hope I didn't worry everyone too much.
We're just glad you're all right.
Mr. David, congratulations on Athlum's independence.
Thank you. You know, you are one of the reasons this was even possible. For that, I am truly grateful.
Really? Me? I didn't do anything. I just did what anyone else would have done. I just... I should go get ready.
So we've got Arena back now, and we have our next goal. Get to Underworld and meet the God Emperor. But to get to Underworld, how will we do that? Dave, what do you say? Okay, it's long and harsh.
Okay, so Breach of Vault, Breach Vault, and over Mount Vackle. We've heard of Mount Vackle a few times. There lies Underworld. Okay, so this is something that you want to take in, that you want to know about. This whole going over Mount Vackle. There's a certain enemy at the top of Mount Vackle, the Heaven's Lord. This enemy will screw you over, because you will fight it, and you will kill it. And this is a terrible mistake, because after you get to Underworld, a guild task becomes available, tasking you to kill the Heaven's Lord. However, it does not respawn, and since you've already killed it, that doesn't count. So you can never actually get it once you do that. This would screw any first time player over if they weren't following a guide. So, rule number 1, do not kill the Heaven's Lord. Just save before it and time shifts past it. If you get into a battle with it, just let yourself die and try again. But we're not doing that. We're not crossing Mount Vackle. We have 3 quests to take care of. 2 fairly easy quests, and then perhaps what I consider to probably be the hardest quest in the game. Because after this, well, the quests, most of the quests that are left after these 3, well, most of them actually involve you just spending a bunch of money. Actually, I think there's like 2 that involve you fighting, and they're not even big fights. So, let's get on with those quests that we're doing. First duty as representative of the Congress Chairman. Okay. Okay, let's get started on what we can do. We have 2 possible destinations. And here's something that I was quite keen for to happen. Dave is going to try to learn shards. Let me tell you, shards are very, very powerful. They're an item art that is capable of 2 things: dealing damage and healing. Only one shard technique heals, all the others deal damage. And they deal a lot of damage. Wards allows you to basically do what Rush does, but easily. Although generally speaking, you don't attack when you do it. Let Paris learn it as well. Hexes, Alarm wants to learn hexes. I'm never going to stop anyone from learning anything, so that's all sweet. And no one's getting Vesper. Everyone can ask all they want. Actually, Jaeger getting Ruby Solidaire? Actually, I'm gonna check people, at least Jaeger's equipment.
I'm the man.
Wayfarer Award. Oh yeah, that wouldn't be a problem, him getting that. But look how much HP he has. Look at these 2. They're just like 8. They're just total tanks. Like, who's got the next most HP? It would be Blockter. Blockter with 1400. And like, Blockter, it makes sense. He's this bulky Yama. But these 2, they're like slim, trim, pretty boys. They're both actually pretty awesome, but you know. And Torgal has over 100 strength, so he's awesome. So does Ketamon. Who else has over 100 strength? Anyone? Nope. No one in that union would. The next closest would be Rush with 97. Yeah. Whew. Lots of strong characters. However, we have 2 places we can go now to, well, do quests. We can go plenty of places. We could go Blackdale Second Entrance if we wanted to. But the 2 places of quests are Gore and Illusion. Gore will get us a character that we'll be using.
illusion will get us a character who we will be using, despite how impractical that character may be. We may not be using that character straight away, but Gore will get us a character that we want to use. So let's go to. Oh, you know what? Just because it'd probably be easier and quicker, we'll do the illusion quest now, and we'll do that other quest next time. And why aren't I saying we? But you said there's 3 quests. Why aren't we doing 2 at the same time? Well, that's because that other quest is getting a video of its own. Just for me to rant about how much I hate a certain enemy. And how much I love it at the same time. And how much it adds to the game. Sort of. Right, our interest here is a certain lady. Haruko. Well... yeah. How's she been? Oh, she doesn't work for the academy anymore. That's something. Huh. I suppose you want to do research and they're just like, manage things, do management, but I want to do research. Oh, she's taking a trip off to see the world. Oh yeah. Thing is that I just remembered about this quest. You have to talk to her in a number of places with Remnant. So, let's see. She'll probably end up in places like Malfina, Baltarosa, Ryosha. I doubt she'll actually end up in Baluk, but that's always a possibility. Might end up. I know the last place she goes is Salapalaise. So let's try Malfina first. Actually, do I have anything to sell? That's kind of important. I had these guys that I got. Not a great lot of money from them, but you know. Actually, we need to go to Nagapur at some point because for shards, so that Dave can actually use them. Is she in here? Yeah, she is. Okay, so we need to talk to her here, as well as other places. Yeah, indeed. It was the first stop that we went to. Oh yeah. The last leaf is kind of important. Without that, Malfina would be screwed. Yes, it would. Yes, they are. Now, I don't know if she actually goes to Nagapur, but I'm going to Nagapur because we're gonna have to buy some stuff for shards. Remember, this is still a destination, but Nagapur might have shard stuff. And it has Gwaine in it. That thing. I wish we could bind that thing. Make it into a little talisman. Have it do whatever we want it to do. Wouldn't that be an overpowered? We have the Sand of Lethos. Now we need the Shard of Ages. Oh. How much of this we can afford? 61. We're gonna get 61. So that he can use Gravity Tempest. I'll be honest, shards are probably the most expensive art to actually use. However, we are going to come into easy ways to make money soon. Well, we already have one fairly easy way, but oh, Jaeger wants to talk. That's probably just a affinity thing. Yeah, you're a hard worker.
Yep. He's a businessman. I'm a businessman, he's a businessman, she's a businesswoman. But not a businessman. Because that wouldn't make any sense. Anyway, Haruko's obviously not here. She's obviously in another one of the towns. So let's find out where she is. Bum, 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 bum. She wouldn't be in Gore, nothing interesting to look at there. We'll look at these two towns. That thing is a big flaming chunk of rock. Is the best way to describe it. I'm actually kind of disappointed that I haven't got any of Maddox's talks, because they're actually kind of hilarious. Not here. So Beltarossa. I mean, it would make sense for her to go to Beltarossa first. Because of course I'm totally missing something. Oh wait, no, I'm broke now. I just realized I'm completely out of money. Yeah. Although I'll have to check whether killing those 3 cheetah moths actually boosted me up to the 21 that I wanted dead. Beltarossa it is. And we're taking a tour looking at Remnants while we're here. Look at the tail tie. What is it about the tail tie? The tail tie is supposedly able to make even desert land lush, but at the same time it can create sand at will. So it's like, hey, awesome and awesome. It also kills a lot of monsters fairly easily, since it's apparently what keeps the trade route between Beltarossa and Ryosha safe. There is our friend who we cannot recruit yet, but we'll be able to recruit him. Okay, I am not sure where our lady friend is. Maybe she's just in... Salapalays. I don't know. You're gonna see me fumble around for a bit. I mean, I could just look up this information and all, but it's nice to just like go around. Alright. Oh, I might be able to get a full affinity with Ro and see his last conversation. Thank you. About her. Right, that's completely helpful for me because I actually don't care. Anyway, no, my luck, I'll find nothing on my travels. Oh, I actually found her. She is here. So she just goes to Malfina, then here. Yeah, how wild. Yep, it's a single remnant. Well, remnants can bend space and time. We've seen it. I mean, how does Cyclops appear, or how does what's it called? Russia's time shift work? That's all remnant based. Yep. Okay. Okay, that doesn't exactly help us. Maybe I am confusing this. where am I supposed to be going now? Because this hasn't started the quest yet. So I swear it's just talking to her head that's supposed to do it. Maybe Ephraim? Now let's try other places that have remnants. That's a lot of stones. I kind of doubt Ephraim, but let's try Baltarossa because that seems like the easiest, an easy place to find out whether she's actually here or not. See, it's really easy to get to the Cafe Moondust. Or Cafe Moondust. Why am I putting that in front of it? And no, she's not here. I'm terrible at this. But this is what you'd be doing in your first playthrough. Or you may not, you're just like, okay, that was interesting, she's gone. And never actually paid any more attention. Let's try Ephraim Pub. Because the Warrior's Honor is probably the sanest place to go to do anything. And since we're here, we can always check that cheat 'em off thing. Ah, she is here. Okay, what she got to say? Yeah, find me. Yep. Giant sword. Guy called the Conqueror. He came and stole it. Yeah. I think they just exist. Right, where is she off to now? Who knows? This turned out to be a longer quest than I thought. I thought we just had to do the fighting part. But no, I forget. There's so much more to this. I just wanted to recruit a character. I didn't want to go for a giant fight. I mean, wait. I just wanted to have a fight and recruit a character. I didn't want to have to work for it. Oh well. We'll just keep looking. Ah, here she is. Well, we got lucky this time. And we're narrowing down destinations. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Use. Yep. Great and powerful things. Well, it didn't help that Ermine had died, sort of, and Arena's power was sort of out of control. It's no wonder the Gawain reacted rather aggressively. Let's try Baltarossa now. I think she goes to every town that has a remnant right now. I mean, I doubt she goes to Baluk because who knows about Baluk? Like, only crazy people know Baluk exists. Like crazy girls who dress up as mages or stuff like that. They're the only kind of people that know Baluk exists. If she's in Baluk, I'll be annoyed. She might be in Gore. Not that going to Gore seems like a sensible thing to do. Gore's like that one place that... Now I'm thinking of Gore in New Zealand. Never been there, but no, it's a place. into town, but that's spelt differently. And Maddox still doesn't want to talk to me. What about Elan? Nope, nothing to say to me. They don't love me. Here I am, trying to find things. We're almost out of options. So, seeing me run around blindly may not be the best thing in the world, but hey, I've done worse things. I'm pretty sure I've made worse videos. I mean, my hunting compilations of things. Oh yes, there should be. Now that we're in Baluk, I should mention that there's a quest available here. It's the one that I am not happy about. Wanko, please don't make me do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to go back to Cellar Fillets.
Unless we have to go to Gore. Yes, Wango has a quest for you. And when I say quest, I mean that in the loosest sense possible.
He basically says about, I guess, 10 words to you and then walks off. And you have the choice to follow him or not, basically. We're back here with Haruko. So we can finally begin the actual doing stuff part of this quest.
Hello to you too. We saw it firsthand.
Some pretty weird stuff happened while we were with it. Keep talking. Yep, I think that's what we saw. Okay. That sounds like we would need a powerful master to bind it. Okay, let's go. I'm just wondering, do we get her as a guest union in this? Because... and if we were... huh. Well, you're a dumbass. Dangerous types? I'm more dangerous than dangerous types. Welcome back to Draken Forest.